So I've been using open source since some 2004, 2000 maybe before that. So it was I got a Linux CD in a magazine, and I installed it and started using it. And from then, I am using free and open source software. Mostly, I do all my work using free and open source software. So my laptop is using all free and open source software.
My first open source project that I actually interacted with was ERPNext. So yeah, I mean, so I was kind of a free hog back then, and I would want to go find which software does things for free, where NX software alternative, does it for paid or something like that, and stumbled upon Odoo. So a cousin of mine wanted to use Odoo for his ERP. Um, didn't really enjoy it that much because, well, to actually make a proper package, you'd have to use tens and hundreds of plugins to make it work, and maybe those plugins are incompatible with each other. You don't know. And then stumbled upon ERPNext, tried it, loved it, and sucked at it.
So I discovered ERPNext because a colleague of me, he was searching for an open source CRM project management, and yeah, he told me to check out ERPNext. So yeah, I had a look at it. I took a deep dive into the technology, built the first integration to get a hang of how things work, and then I got addicted to it, and still in there after 4 years. We didn't use any closed source ERP. We just started with the right one.
Is the whole truth. I wouldn't want to, having used open source software now, I wouldn't want to know that something is hidden behind the scenes, and how good it is or how it is implemented. I want to know the whole truth of the thing, how it works internally.
So we have a contribution first policy. So we try to contribute everything back to the Frappe framework or ERPNext that we can. Like whenever we have a request from the customer, we check if we can implement it in the framework, if it needs to be fixed there, if it can be a public feature. And if yes, then we will contribute it.
I've contributed in some other projects as well, but mainly my focus is Frappe framework. I started contributing there. I added a few features in the framework, and then right now I am maintaining the container repository, the Frappe Docker repository, which is for the containers, Frappe and ERPNext container. So I generally solve their issues and questions and contribute to that repository of Frappe. And because of that, I'm also contributing to Helm chart, which is the Kubernetes aspect of the containers. So I use the containers and deploy it on Kubernetes using that Helm chart. So both are open source Frappe owned repositories, which I contribute to and maintain.
I start working on some projects, and during the course of those projects, I may come across good open source projects which can help me achieve the task I want to achieve. And if I like that project, I start using it. I find issues with it, and then I fix them. So basically that, yeah. And same applies for Frappe, but yeah, Frappe has a special place because uh, I'm doing so much with it.
Like you need a different attitude because people expect to use open source software completely for free, but then they still expect to get all the services they are used to from closed source.
I feel like open source would work really well when a lot of the community invests and develops into it, which, well, currently there's scope for that.
So it's really great to work with the team from Frappe. The collaboration is really good, and yeah, it's really fun.
Even before this marketplace and commercial ecosystem, this free and open source ecosystem has been a great ecosystem. There are a lot of things happening in the community forum which are not directly commercial, but they do contribute and they do help a lot of people. Maybe some of them are not even businesses. Maybe they are non-profits or they are student projects or colleges or anything, but they do get help from these projects.
It's a powerhouse. You can do so much with Frappe. You can uh, build literally anything. And even nice talk today with using Frappe as a backend. Virtually, I mean, even without using Frappe as a backend, I've been able to achieve almost anything I wanted. Like so far in the history, I have never been able to say no that hey, customer, I won't be able to implement this for you. That's not been the case. It's just the power that Frappe gives me. Yeah.